Yeah, finally. Um, sort of. I don't know where I'm floating. Um, mm, I would like to be your family. Yeah, yeah, those sound good. Uh, I'm not sure why this isn't working, but I don't know how many candles that I'm gonna be using for this. Um, I turned 22, so but I have like I don't think I have that many candles. I have 20 candles. I wish I had two more. Thank you, Django Fett. I bought this cake earlier today. Um, yeah, it has like four different um types of cakes set up together. Yeah, I don't really know what to talk about today, you know? Usually I'm ranting about stuff on here, but I really don't want to be sad today. So, um, yeah, so it's gonna be midnight in like 40 minutes. So until then, I guess I'm just gonna have to wait. Um, yeah, my friend's birthday is coming up in like 3 days. They invited me to this party. I'm not sure if I'm gonna go. Um, Nobody knows that today is my birthday. So I didn't really want to tell anyone either. How do you even tell people that it's your birthday? And my mom called. I don't think anyone else called me. There were some random people asking me for money. I don't know how, but they knew that today's my birthday and they were asking me to donate money. Um, I also know that I get like offers in fast food restaurants if today's my birthday. So uh, I'm gonna try that out once. Uh, yeah, once it's June 3 tomorrow. I'm gonna go around to different restaurants and get that birthday offer. Maybe buy some new clothes. Yeah. So I graduated college a couple weeks ago. Um, Nobody came to my graduation, but it was still okay. Um, my mom was asking me for graduation pictures, so but I didn't take any. There were a couple photographers who worked for the university who took pictures. Um, and I guess I just gotta have to like pay them. The university service, they're asking me for like 500, sorry, no, $150 for for the for those pictures. Yeah. Awesome, you can get the job you want. Yeah, I'm always yapping about jobs on live streams. Um, Actually, something good happened. I don't know if that it's a sure thing, but I've been working for the university for the past 2 years. But the past year it was with someone some yeah, it was two different departments, but the past year I've been working for the accessibility department, and they told me that there is a possibility that I could interview for a full-time position um with benefits, health insurance, but it's a temporary one, so it's just for a year, but it's still a job. So I'm really hoping that it works out. Um, S. Fleischer. Thank you. And my name is not Claire. I think I came up with that name so many years ago. I for some reason thought it sounded really nice, Blue Claire. I like the color blue, this the color of the sky. That's my favorite color. Uh yeah, so I like the color blue, and Claire was, I don't know, it's just, how the blue sky is really crisp and clear, and you look at it, it is so defined. Like it's not like you're looking at TV or your computer screen or projector. You can see the pixels on there. But when you're looking at the sky, it is so clear and defined. And I wanted to express that in a word. So blue Claire was the word that I came up with. And this is what I imagine whenever I hear that word. Um, I always like to look at the sky. I think that I don't know. It's really beautiful. Yeah, it's really beautiful to look at the sky. Last week I was sitting on a grass field and I was like lying down looking at the sky. And I remember, when I was a kid, um, I used to like just look at the sky and imagine that it's a whole different planet, that I'm actually on an asteroid or a moon or a space station outside the planet, and I'm staring at this big blue planet full of water or something, but it's just blue. It's a blue planet. Um, yeah. So 20, 35 more minutes. So I've been live for like 10 minutes. I don't know what to talk about. Miller's Planet from Interstellar. It's been a while. I don't exactly remember how the planet looks like, so I'm gonna Google it. Oh yeah, yeah, the water planet. Um, I think when I was watching that movie as a kid, I was scared. It was confusing, and that water planet. It was, yeah, it was a scary movie. But I really liked that movie. Covered in Shallow Ocean. Yeah, I just Googled Miller's Planet, and I'm looking at the image right now. It looks really beautiful. I am always fascinated by planets and looking at different planets. Um, Not the scary ones, but the ones that are not habitable, but it looks habitable. It has water, it has land masses, maybe not breathable air, but then you land on it and it still feels like, huh, it's not so bad. It's strangely familiar. Mm, so back to talking about jobs, I really hope that I hear back from them. It's been a week. I'm thinking of sending them an email again to ask if I'm still being considered. I did hear that they included me pretty late in the process, so it's highly unlikely that I'm just saying that I was already told last week that they might already have a candidate picked. So again, it's not a big deal. I think things are gonna work out. It usually does. It usually does. So I wonder, I wanna see how fast this candle melts, because I wanna light this candle up, but the problem with that is I don't wanna have melted wax on the cake. So I'm gonna light this candle up and see how fast it melts. Or I like looking at the fire. It was gonna burn me. So I'm holding this candle in my hands, and hopefully it doesn't burn my hands. Um, if they have another candidate, be the better candidate. Um, I seriously doubt that they would find someone better than me for the job. And this is not me being narcissistic, but I work for them not in the same department, but in a different department for over a year. Um, the head of that accessibility department, she thinks that I did a really good job in the past year, and I think she would really help me out, give me a really good reference. Um, finding anyone really who is good at this job and is okay with temporary work. The problem with that job is that they're gonna hire you for a year, and then after a year you don't have a job anymore. It's because of a New York State mandate. All universities had to have all their documents accessible by last month or the month before that, but they extended it by a year. So they're just looking for a person who can work for another year, and they wouldn't need that person anymore because the deadline is this time next year. Um, yeah. And anyone with the same mind would not move to the small town for that job. Um, they have to hire someone who's already here. And I don't think there are many experts in that industry living in this town. And I have like previous experience, and I'm okay with the temporary portion. I could go to grad school. I could go to grad school in a year, so just gotta save up some money, and hopefully someone accepts. And yeah, I don't think there's any vax. Okay, so it's only been like 5 minutes, but I don't believe that there's wax melting on the sides. Um, I think I should be good touching the wax. It's been a while since I've actually touched hard wax, and it's been a while since I've just even looked at fire. Artem, thank you. So it's really fascinating to just like look at fire. It's so primal in a way. Um, I'm not gonna burn my hands. It's like when you were a kid, you were just like experimenting with everything, and now you think a lot before you do anything. Oh, it did burn my hands. Um, I have my laptop right here, so Liam, thank you so much. That's yeah, that's a long message. Thank you for typing it out. Thank you for using all those emojis, and thank you for watching my stream. Hope you have a really great day or good night, Liam. Um, yeah. I'm so glad there's like a lot of people in the stream. I did not expect people to be in today's live stream. Maybe because it's too late and everyone's just trying to fall asleep and listen to someone yap about random stuff. Hope you reach your goals. Yeah, thank you, and you too. Um, I wish you the very best. I do have some alcohol. Um, I did something crazy. So I think last year I turned 21, but that was the first time. No, not the first time. I did drink alcohol before I reached 21. Artem, thank you for subscribing. I did try alcohol like once before, but William, at least you have more substance than me. Um, so where did my subscribers come from? You gotta know that I'm 22 and I've been on YouTube. My account, I believe, is 10 years old. I started this channel on 20 yeah, started this channel on 2017. It's my account is almost 10 years old, and back in those days they let you upload any videos you want. And what I did was upload a lot of children's cartoon. I was 12 years old, so I uploaded a lot of children's cartoon. I got a lot of views, a lot of subscribers, and that's how I got it. I had close to a million views, I think. But of course, I have to delete all these copyrighted videos because they changed the laws, and now you can't upload anything anymore. You. But going back to what I was talking about, I think I was turning 21, and what I did was order alcohol. I think no, I turned 21 and I went to work. I was um you're nine, you have like 90 subscribers. That's really good. Subscribers don't really matter, you know. I, I remember I remember trying to be a YouTuber, that was one of the best times of my life, just working on something and having the time to do so. I really really hope that you become successful, that you get a lot of subscribers, views, and fame. Uh, yeah, it just um Zango, I got six. Six is a lot if you don't post. Yeah. So last year I turned 21, and you know what I did? I was too scared to go buy alcohol, so I DoorDashed it. And I told him like I'm turning 21. Thanks a lot for whatever. And the guy was suspicious. He almost felt like I was underage or whatever. But my ID checked out, everything was like proper, and he's got to give me the alcohol, I guess. Um, ever since then, I DoorDash most of the times. Rarely do I go to a store alone. I've never been to a liquor store alone, but I did go. I think yesterday. Yeah, yesterday. Yeah, yesterday night. So got something to drink today. But I don't have to really, honestly. I want to be like you. Thank you. Yeah. I didn't. I I don't want to talk about me a lot, but first time I got DoorDash. Oh man, good for you, because this thing it gets really addictive. You do it once and then you can't stop because you get comfortable. And so a little bit about me, I too expensive. Yeah, it, it is too expensive. It is too expensive. But yeah, at least I got DoorDash. Um, an interesting thing, I was friends with someone who was able to get a free DoorDash pass subscription. What it does, it gives you discounts sometimes, and I believe they charge less for deliveries. And I don't know how, but apparently you can add an extra person to your subscription. So I was added a very long time ago. Um, I was like best friends with them, but we don't talk anymore. So I still have that subscription. I still have DoorDash Premium Pass or something. I don't know what it's called. I used to be want to be a YouTuber. Uh, Me and my sister used to like make a lot of videos, post it on YouTube. I've been doing that since 2011, 2011. That's like I think 15 years ago, right? Yeah, that's 15 years ago. So my first YouTube channel was 15 years ago, and back then we didn't have Mr. Beast. The entire YouTube algorithm was like, it's clickbait. Everything was clickbait. There wasn't anything about watch hours. Uh, Fuck. This scandal is melting so much faster. Everybody when they were 12 wanted to be a YouTuber. That is true. Yeah. It's interesting to think about really because I was right. I forgot what it was. So this filter or this image is pure 69 39. I'm not sure. Pier 39. Yeah. This is from Pier 39 in San Francisco. I went there last winter. I was backpacking in a way, it was dangerous, but I was there with a friend who I am not friends with anymore because he had to leave the country. Yeah. But yeah, this is a picture that I took with my own camera. I took it with the Canon, and so yeah, this is a real picture. But yeah, I wanted to be a YouTuber when I was a kid. Um, there were different phases, First, I think I wanted to be an expert, just talk about stuff on videos. Then I wanted to make like funny videos. So I would ask my sister to record, and I would try to make funny videos. They weren't funny, by the way. They were just like really cringy. Even though it doesn't matter. But yeah, and when I was in seventh grade or eighth grade, um, I think me and another friend, my classmate, we wanted to make memes, and we want to like get famous by making memes. Um, I honestly think that I had a lot of time. So I honestly think that if I had stuck to it, if I had did that when I was in seventh grade, when I was in eighth grade, I would be actually making a lot of money right now. But of course, I was a kid, and I couldn't really think about all these things I could make memes about. I come home and I watch TV, and I just like like you can't blame me. I was just a kid, so I didn't really put a lot of effort into like building my YouTube channel or anything at all. So yeah, if I had done that I think, yeah, I think it would have been different. There were no, not a lot of people were using internet back then. We didn't have Instagram, Reels, TikTok, so things have changed. So I had a friend who was Swedish. He had to go back for a year from what he said, but the next month he was back. My friend, he got into a master's program in Hong Kong, and he's gonna go there and study for the next 2 years. Um, it's currently he's somewhere in South America because that's where his parents are working. His parents have to move a lot, and they move, I think, every 5 or 6 years to a totally different country. I tried asking him like why they do that because to me that sounds crazy. Like they're old people. They want when they want to settle down, you know. Their son is like 20. He's the same age as me. So their son is like 23, 22, and I don't really know why they keep moving a lot. Truth or dare? Well, I can't really do anything now, so I'm just gonna go with truth, I guess. Yeah. I'm gonna be back with my camera. Well, if you're a military family, it's more often until your contract ends. I didn't know that. Um, oh, that does sound exhausting. I don't know if I would want to do that. I don't know. I don't know if I could find a partner who would be willing to do that with me. Huh. I mean, 2026, like, how do you even find someone who's willing to go to these different places with you that keep moving, um, yeah, I mean, friends and family and whatever, to gotta stay next to them, near them. I don't see myself moving a lot. Um, maybe, I mean, I understand new opportunities wouldn't force me to like move places, but signing a contract, I don't know. What is your biggest fear? It's hi Zozo. I'm doing great. I hope you're doing great. I hope you're having an awesome day, a wonderful day. To answer William's question, what's your biggest fear? Okay, funny thing. Someone asked me this question. I haven't played Truth or Dare. Um, I didn't have a lot of friends back in high school, but I did play that game in middle school, maybe. With these bunch of guys, and they asked me like, "What is your biggest fear?" And I couldn't tell them. I couldn't tell them that. Like I knew, but I was like, no, I'm not gonna say my biggest fear. I'm just gonna keep it as a secret, and they were fine with that. But at that time, you know what I thought? I thought my biggest fear, or they were asking me what my biggest weakness was. Yeah, I'm sorry, it wasn't the same question, but it's interesting because biggest weakness for me, I at that time I thought it was Zozo, thank you. Thanks a lot. You're spamming the chats. Um, at that time, I thought to myself, my biggest fear, sorry, biggest weakness was love. I thought that attraction to someone, having a crush on someone, whatever was my biggest weakness. And let me tell you, after a decade, I think it's still my biggest weakness. I If I have a crush on someone, I go insane. I Thanks a lot, Zozo. Um, Happy birthday. Officially, it's gonna be officially my birthday in 10 minutes. So yeah, and my biggest fear, I think I'm not afraid of things anymore. Currently, biggest fears would be money, jobs. Am I gonna am I gonna be having a normal life, just normal things that people do? Uh, William, it was really nice to have you on the stream, and yeah, thank you for watching, and I hope you have a really great day. No, he doesn't have to wait. He doesn't have to wait. Uh, he doesn't. That's really sweet, but yeah. Sango. Zozo asks, "What's your favorite food?" Hmm. My favorite food, yogurt. I was asked this question in an interview, and I told them yogurt, and they were like, is yogurt a food?" But yeah, I think my favorite food is yogurt. What's your favorite eat? Liam called me mango. Yeah. It's probably a typo. Thank you. My shirt is it's just a really cheap shirt. Um, I believe it has a Villanova University's logo on there. Um, Villanova. Someone told this to me right after the new pope of the Catholic Church got elected. Villanova University is, I think, at Chicago, and that's where the pope went to school. Went to college. Zango. Zango Fett. Is Zango Fett Yeah, it is the Star Wars character. Yeah. Huh. Have you Zango, by the way, have you watched the Mandalorian movie? Yeah, the new movie. Zozo, can I sing a song for you? Um, yeah, sure. Um, I don't know how you would be though able to, but yeah, you can sing a song. I had to blow this, but yeah. Oh, I was gonna show my camera. This is a really cheap camera that I bought. We're waiting for home release. I'm thinking of going tomorrow. I know the reviews aren't great, but I have nothing to do tomorrow, and I am thinking of going to AMC nearby to watch that movie. It has a 7 out of 10 on IMDb. It's not that bad. Oh, Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Blue. Happy birthday. You know, it actually sounds better this way. Yeah. Oh wait, that's a happy. Yeah, that's a happy birthday song. Why did I? No, you didn't make sense, and it did sounds really good. Thank you, uh, for the song. Like, this is my camera. Got it for like $35, and these batteries. I'm gonna be back. I bought 100 batteries on Amazon, so whenever I want to, I can just like change batteries. That's my picture. Oh, there was a lag. I'm gonna take a picture of you guys. The flash. Gotta turn off the flash. The audio is lagging slightly with delay. I think yeah. I'm not sure how to fix that. The flash was still on. Okay, I'm hoping fuck. I'm hoping that the delay. I just turned off the music. I'm hoping I'm hoping that it's the music that's causing the delay. That, that's so weird. Um. Uh. I'm sorry. Yeah. No. Damn, it's buffering. I. Is it night? Yeah, it is. It's 12:59. Gonna light it up. Okay. Uh, some cake. Oof. I just didn't know. It's okay. With the picture. I'm gonna blow the candle. 3, 2, 1. Okay. Uh, I'm done. I can eat some cake. Let them eat cake. Okay, so what I did was turn off the Wi-Fi and turn it on again. I'm hoping that I can see the lag on the screen. I don't know. I don't know why. Thank you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to Blue Claire. Happy birthday to you. Thank you. So I'm just gonna be eating some cake. So yeah, Liam, if you wanna go, you can probably leave the stream. Um, and what time is it for you, by the way? Got this plastic knife. I I don't really want to eat cake a lot. Ooh, okay. Um, I wish you guys were here. I would definitely let you guys eat all the cake here. Okay, that is really good. Hmm. Yeah, yeah. No, exactly what I'm gonna try a bit of each, and I am not gonna finish this today. I should not finish this today. This is not something that a single person to eat overnight. I tried all the flavors, different cakes, and yeah. So I was well, I don't know if I should be actually talking about this, but I wanna stay happy for my birthday. But I was thinking about a wish when I blew the candles, and I gotta say, um, I gotta say, I was hoping that I would get a job, or get a family, right? A family, and friends. So, well, Liam, um, I know you're only 9 years old, but once you get older, I don't know. It's just difficult to um, stay in touch with people. I don't know. I don't know how to exactly say that, but you would understand. You can understand once you're older. Um, my sister was a huge part of my life. You know, on my birthday, she do something really special. She would get thoughtful gifts. Um, yeah, I was really lucky to have her as a sister. But people get busy. So my mom did call me a couple hours ago, and my sister hasn't called me yet. But I did hear that she had a really important exam tomorrow, so it makes sense if she's asleep. Um, and I do have friends. I am not completely friendless, but uh, I think I mentioned this at the beginning of the stream. A friend of mine, her birthday is on June 6th, and she invited me. I would say that I'm a close friend, a good friend of hers. I'm also friends with all her other friends, but it's 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 difficult to message people and invite them to something. It's difficult to plan something out. Girls are good at doing that. She's doing stuff like that, but I just never tell people that, like today's my birthday, so they don't know. If they knew, uh, yeah, just not close enough with people like that. And yeah, as you get older, people get busy. It's just another day, I guess. Mm. It's all about location, convenience, and when you live really far away, it can get difficult to stay close with the people that you were close with a long time ago. And also, so yeah, it's the summer, right? So my birthdays were always in summer. So nobody in school knew about my birthday either. Um, hmm, yeah, since my birthday's on the summer, there's nothing really to do. Um, maybe if it was during this school year, people would know, people would be like nice to me, but uh, and I don't want to blame it on my. I got a winter birthday. Well, I guess summer's better than a winter birthday. So I'll try to off the 4K. I'm gonna go watch the Mandalorian movie tomorrow. I don't know if I should buy some new clothes. My mom she called me. Uh, okay, my mom sent a message again. It's nice. It is late. 10 minutes. She's late by 10 minutes. But she still sent a message anyway, so that's good. I told her that I would be asleep, and she believed me because, like, I mean, I didn't stay up until midnight. So, um, I'm extremely disappointed that my sister didn't. Winter's way where I live, but summer is so humid. Hmm, that must, that must be nice. Where I live in upstate New York, so it starts snowing in the fall, what's after Thanksgiving. So November, December, yeah, early December. It doesn't stop so much. Uh, so yeah, it's always snowing. It's always cold. Today the weather was really nice, but again, it's not hot enough. The entire year, it's just not hot enough at all. Man, I can't even eat a small, tiny slice of cake. There's so much sugar on here. Mm, I'm gonna play some music and hopefully it doesn't lag. What is something that I've been listening to? Yeah, I found this randomly, and I thought it was really nice. I think I was drunk when I found this. It sounds familiar. Where have I listened to this before? It was just go. Um, yeah, when I blew my candles, I was thinking about our quite a lot. Much else I can do. It's complicated. Um, in my graduated college, I, I, I when you, I don't go to classes anymore, and all the friends I made are not friends that I shared classes with. These were friends that I was in clubs with. I was part of the executive board, and we became friends to proximity and repetition. Okay, so I don't know, maybe it's a music that's causing the lag. I'm hoping that fix. Yeah, but so if I want to meet up with a friend, I would have to plan something to hang out with them, and it's difficult because everyone's always busy. They always have part-time jobs, and they come home and they're tired. And and it's like that with everyone, you know. Everyone works really hard, and yeah, but they're very busy all the time. Um, I'm hoping to make new friends, but again, I'm not sure if I'm gonna be in this place 3 months from now, a year from now. It's just a phase, I guess, you know. It's just a phase. I just gotta move on to the next one. So you know, I think I'm gonna end my stream once I finish this last cake. S- I think everyone goes through stuff like this. Everyone has a phase where they, they're just stuck in a place, and you know you can't make new friends because you don't know when you're gonna move away. But you can't put everything on hold either. But I'm really glad you guys um stick through the stream until the end. Yeah, I'm like so grateful that you guys were here. Um, so yeah, I am gonna be ending the stream. Mm, okay. Uh, bye everyone, and good night. Or I hope you guys have a good one.